Hi, I'm Karen Russell and I'm with Kristin Carmela, and we're going to go over Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Now this pose is a lot of fun. For me, I teach a lot of the beginners this pose because it's fun. It's a balancing pose, but it's really challenging. But it's a type of pose that will make you laugh, and I want you to have fun with this. So you can start. Now, some people just dive into it. So this is where you get to play a little bit, okay? I like to start from Warrior Two stance. Say if I was going to conduct a flow, I'd probably do it from Warrior Two. So what's tricky about this is that moving the weight. So many times the cue of shifting the hips in line with the ankle is never talked about. And that will really help you. Another key point to this posture is that the flexing of the feet. So I was a dancer forever, so feet really played a big role in my everyday lives. So in my yoga practice, I like to flex or point and see how that manipulates the muscles to help me get stronger in my practice. So the thing is also, this posture, not only is it fun and you feel like you're flying, it's a nice hip opener. It's creating a lot of balance. So you're creating a lot of strength in the ankles and the legs. And so there's a lot going on here because now you're getting into balancing. You're almost upside down. So just have fun with it. You can also do this at the wall. So you can play with it at the wall, and I'm going to have a whole wall series that you can view later on. So right now, she has a nice Warrior Two. She's going to go for her Ardha Chandrasana half moon. And what's nice is you want to reach way out, start to bring the arm down. Now she needs to shift her hip a little bit forward, right? Moving the weight a little bit forward. You're going to have to kind of, reach for the ground and move, and then flex that back foot and then come up. Good. Now draw the navel in, tailbone down. Stack the hips more, rotate the upper body more. I know. So when she flexed the foot, it gave energy in the leg. Inhale here. Now exhale, bend the front knee. So I'm going to ask her to do this a little harder coming out. You got to bend the front knee, find your way back to Warrior Two. A lot of times that's harder than the actual pose. Beautifully done. And then exhale, straighten your leg. So remember about going in and out of postures, right? So there you have Ardha Chandrasana half moon pose. And actually doing the pose, you're there, you're balancing. Then getting back into Warrior Two was just as hard as getting in. So don't throw away the getting in and out of postures, because sometimes that could be the bigger workout. So the biggest part with this is shifting that weight, right? So now with the block, because her hand is going to be not so far away from the floor, she'll be able to put her block down first, be able to shift that weight a little bit, and don't worry about the back leg being high. Flex the foot, and then that will ignite the muscles, and then you can lift up. So she's going to show you how you can take a block. Now, you can play with this, but she's going to do it her way, and I want you to see how she feels comfortable. She's using the block on the second side. And she's going to inhale, reach out. You reach out about 8 inches on the outside of the standing leg. She's going to shift her hips a little forward, get that weight a little forward, flex the foot. There you go. Yep. That's all right. Now come back out of this for a second. I actually want you to see sometimes of the falling in or falling out of the posture. What was happening right now is her block was too far in front of her foot. She needs to put it more to the side so that you have that angle. It's almost like math, right? So try it again and make sure the block is on the outside of your left foot, about 8 inches, and take your time with it. That way, when she shifts her weight and lifts the back leg up, she'll have a little bit more stability. And she might even have to move the block out a little bit more. Or in front. Now, try to flex the foot a little bit more. Beautiful. Draw the navel into the spine. Rotate. Your drishti is either looking down or up. It's difficult to look up. Keep flexing, keep drawing, do your mula bandh. Everything works together. Take one more deep breath in, and as she exhales, she's going to gently bend her front knee, find her way back to warrior two. It's through the navel, right? The navel's going to lift her up now. And then exhale, relax. So when we get into, so when we get into a posture like this, it's fun, right? I don't care if you've been practicing for 20 years. You're going to fall some days, and that's just going to happen. The biggest thing with this posture is the stacking, right? So you want to make sure that your weight is in line, right? That your hips are not too far back and you're trying to lift up a leg, shift that over, then flex the foot and your leg is going to be engaged, and make sure that you're stacking your joints with that block. Don't be concerned about looking up right away. Take your time. You can look down, right? And then sometimes, like you felt, right? You looked down and then you took a moment to start to look up. A lot of core strength, right? So go to the 3 platforms. You're still doing your mula bandh. With this posture, the trick is shifting that weight first and flexing that foot before you lift it up. That's the little bit of the key secret in this posture, right? Because we don't want to lift and then have to adjust. We want to learn how to ground down to lift up. So have fun with it. Do it at the wall. Laugh, giggle, fall, whatever happens. And this is Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose.